Hey guys, Joker here. So, there's at least two things I need to talk to you guys. And I guess a bit of a story time and just like situation I had in general today that had me frustrated and really pissed off when it happened, to be honest. And it derailed my whole day. Um and it's also a message for sighted people. If you don't like having to deal with people and having to do any customer service job, don't fucking apply for customer service jobs. Like, I never thought I would run into a situation where I would really be let down, let dry and high with transportation, just not showing up at all and just wasting my whole day. And that's what I guess sighted people don't understand. When you're disabled and you have to rely on somebody else, and in the moment you maybe can't rely on family members for whatever reason, or family members are busy with their own schedules and their own things and they can't help you, or maybe you just don't have family with you to help you, and then you're relying on these let's say strangers, for a better lack of word, regardless of you're paying it yourself or it's through a company, but then they just leave you and never show up. And then they have the galls to like lie and say that it's your problem. You never show up to like the picking time. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I joke about this with my friends, but this is the reality. I'm glued to my phone, even if I don't check it all the time, unless I have important stuff like doctor's appointments. I'm glued to my phone 24/7 because of how much I rely on it, and it just helps me with a lot of my daily tasks. And the fact that certain people take for granted, I think, a lot of the things that they're able to do, and that they have their independence without needing to rely on others, because that's the thing that I don't think a lot of people realize. Like, yes, disabled people have their independence and we're very independent, but we're never going to be independent to the point of being able to be self-reliant, because at the end of the day, we're going to need that extra help, or we're going to end up relying on somebody else regardless of how independent it is, especially when we need to get from point A to point B and you need transportation. And honestly, it had me so pissed that not only were they not even showing up at my house, they had the gall to lie and say I'm not showing up when I always pay attention and I make sure to like go out and even let them know to give me a few minutes or even have in my notes, because if not, then I'm not gonna be able to like see them. And also, I do have family members, but they can't take me all the time. So that's sort of the beauty of being able to have family members. You can have them check for you, and that's how you can know when people are lying. So this is a message for all of you lovely sighted people that unfortunately a lot of disabled people have to rely on, and sometimes it's a good thing, other times it's a bad thing, especially when you just forget us or leave us or you don't want to do it. And it's just don't do it. I get you need the extra money, you need a few bucks, whatever it is, but if you don't like it and you're not really going to do it, then don't fucking have a job that requires you to be transportation for those who can't get the transportation themselves to wherever it is they need to go. So honestly, just do us all a favor and just don't do it. Because I don't get why you would get a job that honestly you don't want to do. And then second, why would you lie? Like, I don't know. People are just I don't know. I don't understand people sometimes. It's weird. Something else I also noticed today that really had my head going, why is this your reaction? Is something I kind of noticed a couple of times. And it's okay, so let's say you do something stupid or you do something silly. Or hell, it could be cringy. Because let's face it, I think we're all cringy at this point, or we do cringy things. And you know you're purposely doing it, but then somebody else has to point it out to you. And you don't get malicious, you don't get mad, you're not even angry. You're just calmly and normally pointing out the fact that you know that's what you're doing. And that was the point. You wanted it to be that. You wanted it to be silly and stupid or like cringy. But yet when you convey that to the person of like, hey, chill, like I know it's stupid. I intended it to be stupid. The person then themselves have to give an explanation of assuming, and they immediately have to be like, oh, I'm not mad, or like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be this, or you don't have to take it this way. And it's like, why are you responding in that way? Like, you had pointed out something normally, the person then responds to you normally, pointed out that like, yeah, I know that's stupid, that was the intention. Like, if you're going to project, or if you're not going to be able to calmly understand or just take normally when somebody else points something back to you, then why even say it in the first place? Like, I really don't understand a lot of the time some people where you just say something normally and then the person reacts in a negative way. Like, I really don't understand a lot of things these days, I guess. Like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends.